weekend here at Northway, we'll be observing our annual service of remembrance. We always do this in conjunction with All Saints' Day, All Souls' Day, a Sunday close to those 2 days on the church calendar. We come together as a community to remember our beloved departed and to remember the promises of Christ, who is the resurrection and the life, the one who says, even though we die, yet shall we live, and whoever lives and believes in Christ shall never die. Ben Hayden was the pastor of the First Presbyterian Church in Chattanooga, Tennessee for years and years. A wonderful preacher and a wonderful pastor. And in a story he told, he helped me to understand the gravity, the weight of the promise of Christ in John 11 about him being the resurrection and the life. Ben said he'd been out making a pastoral call, had been spending some time with a gentleman in his church who was on his deathbed. He was actively dying, and Ben would go by each day and spend a little bit of time with him. Towards the end of his days, when he knew there wasn't much time left, this elderly gentleman said to Ben, "Ben, you have been so kind to me. You've been so good to me. Is there something I can do for you? Is there something I can give to you that will give you a token of my appreciation?" And Ben said, "Well, there is something you can do for me." He said, "You know, my mama died 20 years ago, and I miss her every single day." And he said to this dying man, he said, "When you cross over, when you get into the near presence of God, do this for me. Look up my mom and tell her that I love her." He called that mailing or sending mail on ahead. And it was his way of speaking of his certainty, his confidence that the promises that Christ makes are true. This Sunday, we will celebrate those promises. But every single day of our lives as Christians, we need to live in the confidence that because Jesus is the resurrection and the life, we have life eternal and abundant.